Alright, welcome to an episode of Thames. Check this out. And that little masterpiece was done by Rick. Rick_Triangles on Twitter. If you want to go and tell him it was good, either leave a comment saying so or tweet him. I mean, thank you, Rick. That is unbelievable stuff. Or if you've made anything Thames related, send me it, because that is unbelievable. Right then, viewers, welcome back to another episode of Thames FC. It's me, Dr. Benji FM, and today we're going to kick things off with some FA Trophy action against Eastleigh. I promised that because of the absolute cock up against Oldham, we'd play some better opposition in today's game. We're also going to play Worcester as well, which should be fun. Fun is the word I will use, fun. Worcester then in 10th position, we're up there in 3rd position, and everyone now has played 21 games, so everything's even for the first time in quite some time, and 41 points, 3 points off the top, with every chance with the win today of getting ever closer to Warrington, who so far are having a pretty good year. People keep asking still, what's going on with the North-South thing? It's just a bug. It doesn't affect that much at all. I don't know why it happened. I mean, the alternative is we just stop the series and start again. We're not going to do that. Now, recent fixtures have gone, it's been mixed, I would say. Broomsgrove last time, of course, and Rushall. That was only 1 point from that game. Followed it up against Curzon Ashton, and I'll tell you what, it was hardly convincing. We scored no goal after 33 minutes. A Peter Progress penalty, easier to say than you think. 86 minutes that was. And then Liam Danan, 90th minute. I'll show you the goal, why not? Ball is launched forward. O'Connor heads it forward. And then Douglas, who we'll talk about in just a moment, does a lovely little, there it is, lovely little through ball to Danan, who in the 90th minute, as I say, or 89th minute, going on 90 minutes, with a lovely finish. And there we are, a 2-1 win against them, which was very good, and then a 0-0 against Bradford PA, so back to the ground with a bump. And our recent form, only 1 win in our last 5, pretty pathetic by all accounts, and we need to try and pick things up today, starting with the game against Eastleigh. But first things first, let's talk you through a few additions to the first team. Now, since we last met, Brandon Howard has been brought in, central midfielder, deep line playmaker. Didn't have too many deep line playmakers in this sort of mould, so if required, we'll play him. Current ability 3.5 stars, so hopefully he's got a little bit about him. Nice attributes. I think that's the key. If you ignore the star rating, really, the attributes are what we're looking at. Good marking, good passing. In the centre, he can kind of do it all. Great vision as well. And physically not too bad either. So at 6 foot, 20 years of age, previously of Chesterfield, comes in, 13 assists last year, so we hopefully can produce a similar thing for us this year. The other player I want to talk about is Andy Douglas. He spent a lot of time in the reserves, under 23s and the 21s. Has played some non-competitive action this year, 8 appearances for him in that, and hasn't really shone. We brought him in the summer for a free transfer, and but he's not really featured, and the reason for that is we were kind of settled on our midfield too. Squires and Hallahan, they were doing a decent job, and because he was quite young, I thought, well, we'll put him in there for now, and then we'll bring him forward if relied upon. Just so happens recently he's been relied upon, and you can see he's developing quite nicely actually. Good first touch, free kick taking's decent, fantastic determination, bravery, passing needs a little bit of work, tackling's decent, and physically he's relatively well rounded, so no complaints there from me. And hopefully we'll see a little bit more of him this season as we continue forward. Rotation, I think, will be important. Right, Eastleigh, no messing about. Now they are let's put it bluntly. Eastleigh are very good, 12th in the Vanarama National. I mean, how does that compare to Oldham? Oldham were 5th, and we gave them a pretty boring game, so this might be a little bit more high scoring. Okay, team wise then, Michael Emery has stepped back into the fold, has played some of the more recent games for us. You can see here, has played 2 games against Curzon Ashton and Bradford PA, didn't lose either of them, and I think that's what's important. Didn't have to make a save in the game against Bradford. It was dull. At the back line then, Campbell, Coker, Heath and Connolly. My throat's gone. Thompson, Squires, Hallahan and Gillette across the middle, with Peter Praggers and Michael Smith. The combination, the partnership combined once again, and are back in action. So we'll see what they do. We're just making one change. George Tabban for Liam Danan on the bench, and I think everything else can remain the same. We've got a lot of players, big squad these days, and we have to try and use it to the best of its ability even. Passing into space, running at the defence and whipping in the crosses to the front too. So far so good. A little bit of a league distraction here, but it's always nice to win the big games. They've got an entire team of faces, which is rare. A couple of regions in there as well, but that suggests they're quite good. We don't see that all that often in our division. You can see there then the teams are coming out, and we will switch it up in a moment to the 2D, but it's just nice to see the boys warm up. 2D for the main game, because you get a better overall look at what's going on, and then 3D for the replays, as we might have a replay quite early. Not this time. They've got a couple of injuries in their ranks, but they've got a free kick. Jones puts it in, and Michael Emery, is it a save? Well, we've been awarded the free kick. I think Michael got the save there, though. Campbell, throw-in, 10 minutes in to the game. It's not his best work, and now Armstrong plays it into Jones, and the ball over the top could be dangerous. Coker's going to get there. He's quite a fast defender. So the ball forward actually is very good. Into the feet of Thompson, who finds Smith. No, he doesn't. And it is recycled then by Eastley, who I'm expecting to give us a good old game. We're on standard flexible. We're keeping things pretty basic to begin with. And we'll sort of act upon what happens in the game as Breeze brings it forward. Armstrong's there, plays it across to McCallum, and Michael Emery's back in the side, and he's making a fantastic save. Well done, Michael. Would Michael have saved it? Yes. No need for question marks anymore. Although, would Taylor have saved it? Is that what we're doing now? Got a good bench as well there. You think about our teams of recent seasons, Danan, O'Sullivan, and Bradley Comfrey, all on the bench for us now, where they were starters before. It says more about the strength of our squad than it does like their inability to perform, really. As Gillette plays it across to Squires, and it's run free, and our Breeze is racing forward, and it's good work from Hallahan, who actually loses out in the end. Breeze out to this right side. No, this could make it worse. Michael is cleared. What's happening to me? Maybe I'm allergic to attacking moves. I think that's what it is. As the ball's played in, and are we going to go meet that? No, they're going to get it. But it's a corner, so this highlights overviews. Thought about continuing that attacking chance, and I thought, oh yes, corner, sorry. Okay, final chance maybe before the half-time mark. Played up towards Smith by Michael Emery, but it's McAteer who gets it down, and a good ball to Armstrong, and they could be in here. Armstrong past Emery, and Eastley get a 1-0 lead. In theory, it's a bad time to score for us, because it's just before half-time, but actually it means we can approach the second half with a bit more of a plan. As they can see, McAteer over on that side. It's not McAteer at all, it's McAleer. So, never seen that before. Apologies for the confusion. And Armstrong pops it in. 1-0 to them. I wonder how many people have turned up for the FA Trophy second round qualifying. Oh no, chance, corner, whipped in, it's down, it's Cooper, it's in the back of the net. The match starts getting in the way. And, it's a lot worse now it's 2. I'll say that much. It's a lot worse now it's 2. Armstrong on that side, whips it in, and it falls quite nicely to Cooper, who's not really marking. Well, he's not really being marked even. And there we are then, 2-0 Eastley. And now it's a problem. No one's playing well either. We can't even really say we've been unlucky. No one's playing very well. We're going to change things around stylistically in terms of how the team are playing. So I'm going to say, show me something else in the second half. And rather than just saying that, we're going to play a completely different style. We're going to try and control the game at home against the better side, shorter passing, retaining the possession, working it into the box and exploiting these flanks. And we'll see if it makes any difference going into the second half. We've got some decent ball players in this team. Let's get them on the ball. Sometimes we try and do things a little bit too quickly, a little bit too fast, whereas actually take our time a little bit, grow into the game. It's a shame that we've already conceded a couple as Thompson puts the ball in. Peter Pragger's on the edge, finds Gillette, whose shot is offside. Coker was there to convert, but no, it doesn't count. If only the rules were different, it would be a different story, wouldn't it? The attendance is 362, 253 brought by Eastley. So that says everything, really. And our tricky patch of games is continuing here. Brett Squire's not having a good game, so Andy Douglas is going to come on in a ball-winning midfield role on support, so we can still be part of this. And Thompson and Gillette, we're going to make them attack more. Try and get them in it a little bit. Gillette's not having a very good game. No, I say no one's really having a good game at all. 10 minutes left to go. I guess at this point we'll go attacking. I was trying to get a bit of a grip on the game. In fairness to us, we've not conceded any chances in the second half. We've clearly kept the ball slightly better, but that first half was the death nail. And that is going to be that. Quite a boring second half in reality, but not a terrible showing against a team a couple of divisions above. I think it's fair to say if we were a League One side, and this was a Premier League team, a sort of a mid-table Premier League team, a 2-0 defeat, relatively scrappy. Well, the second goal was pretty scrappy, right? It's not an absolute disgrace. The big thing then is that we follow this up now with a win in the league. Otherwise, this has been a disappointing episode, and it's been continued there. What did I actually say? I said I'm pleased with the performance. Because, do you know why I clicked it? Because I'm telling you I'm pleased with the performance, essentially. I'm saying it's not too bad. So then I've clicked, I'm pleased with the performance. And losing 2-0, you should never be pleased with the performance. Not a football manager anyway. But you know that, like, a division, a couple of divisions below, right? If a team had gone against a decent side, a couple of divisions above, and put in a shift and played well, you would tell the boys, look, don't worry, that's a good performance. They're just at another level, and one day we'll get to that level. But that's not an option in the team talk. Right, then 7 days time, Worcester coming up, and we will see how we get on against them. I've got Tom Powell, who, okay. I've just done all that without thinking. I've literally just gone straight into the game without thinking what I'm doing. Ah, dear. The team remains the same, viewers. Am I okay? I've never done that before. I've never just accidentally gone straight in. This is the team. It's the same one as played the last game. It's the best team. There's a reason for it. Everything remains the same. Am I okay? I think I've ever done that before. I've made a lot of videos. I don't think I've ever done that before. Well, we're playing Worcester. We're getting on all right, and it's half time. Half time. I've called it half time. Am I okay? Gillette's on it. Out to Thompson. Ball played in. Smith. Oh, it's 1-0 Worcester. 1-0 Thames. What? Is my own face working? What's going on in here? What is happening? I know. I was talking about our attack. Oh, I'm actually a bit worried about my mental state right now. I mean, we've scored. Smith's headed it in. I don't know what's going on. Is it in the back? The Ginger Assassin strikes again. What is happening? Focus your mind, Ben. For goodness sake. Ordinarily, this wouldn't be recorded for it's a penalty kick. That's to us to be clear, to be clarified. Right, stepping out. I think Hallahan gets on these. He does. Hallahan to take then to make it 2-0 after 20 minutes. Well, Truman doesn't save it, and we take a nice, comfortable lead. So far, then. Oh, look at that tightening at the top. Bournemouth, who we know are very good, Danny Beth's team, and Warrington, who have been top of the table for a long time now, also up there. Hallahan with a good penalty. We are making a case here that we are a strong playoff contender this year, and that's what we want to see. Last year, we remember it. We barely remember it because it was well boring, as they worked something quite neatly here, but Connolly boots it away. And now it's up to them to work it back towards our goal. But actually, no, Heath heads it clear, or kicks it clear. Can't tell from 2D, it's difficult. Young now picks it up in the centre with the ball out to Higgs on this left-hand side, whose first-time delivery is good. To the back post, Powell, it's a penalty, isn't it? There's been a foul committed. Connolly, I think it was, who pulled him down. And now after our penalty, they've got a chance of their own. It's Worcester to make it 2-1. Powell steps up. Michael Emery saves. He does save. I sort of preemptively said it like he was going to do it, and he did it. We've got such a connection, me and Michael Emery. I just had a feeling. I don't know. I had a feeling he'd save it. I don't know why. And Michael Emery saves. If he didn't, it would have just been... No, he hasn't. Love that. Okay, right then. Good stuff from us. Emery boots it clear. And now where are we going to... go. We're back on it. Smith there. And we put out to Thompson, who I want to run at them here and get a ball into the middle. Thompson, the delivery's got to be good. And it is good. Oh, it's not quite good enough, actually. Campbell back on it, though. And Hallahan, there's lots of space to work his magic in the centre. Into Peter Praggers, who finds Michael Smith, who shot on goal. Just ebbs wide. I feel a little bit calm. Now Michael's saved that penalty, I feel better about everything. A few people in the comment section were calling for it. They were saying, get Michael back in. And so far, you can't complain, can you, really? Abrahams plays it forward towards Powell. And Powell does very, very well. Abrahams back on it again. We go to close it down, so we do make it difficult for them. They've got to try and find the perfect pass, and Thompson intercepts. And now, a little lucky deflection. Hallahan back to Emery, and the clearance is, well, it's cleared. I mean, that's the least we can say about it. Higgs into Abrahams again, and so far, Worcester are looking like the team most likely to get the next goal as the ball's played forward towards Powell, who strikes it through. It looked offside to me. It's not been given, though. I don't know, that looked 3 dimensions. I'm not entirely sure. But I dare say it looked a little bit offside. I don't know if one of our fullbacks were playing him on. At that stage there, is he being played on by Campbell at right back? Maybe just. It was very, very tight, though. And Powell drills it into the back of the net. All right, Bra here, B-R-A. We've looked at it, and he's off. Frame by frame, he was off. 2-1, and it could have been 2-2 if it wasn't for Michael. Tom Powell, though, we talked about him before. A very good player at this level. Very good player. Given chances, he'll do dangerous things. As Peter Praggers is set forward by Hallahan, ball in towards Smith, the combination combine, and no, sadly not. 2 minutes of added time. We'll keep things pretty much as they are, and we'll see how we go. Have they got Jamie O'Hara? Did I see that correctly? All right, well, just end our team talk quickly. Go to analysis, go to match stats, and was it Jamie O'Hara? John Joe O'Hara. It was a J O'Hara. I did wonder. All right, back out for the second half. You can see from the heat map that they have put a lot of pressure on our back line. Most of our good work comes centrally or in these wide areas, and we need to keep going with that, really. I might actually look to exploit the flanks a little more and try and get it out to these wide men who clearly are causing problems. But a whole half to go, and it's by no means over just yet. It's great to win this one as well. It's one of those games that really keeps you back in contention. Warrington are winning their game now, it seems. So they've gone on to 47. They've got a 3-point lead over us. As Gillette's cross is cut out, and it falls back to Connolly, who I suspect will do a decent enough job in there. Heath has lost it to Powell. Tom Powell races forward, plays it across to Abrahams, and he's not going to miss from there. The one-on-one is easy, and a defensive mistake at the back has cost us, and there's not much you can really do about it. Connolly back to Heath, who... for flip's sake. And then there we go. Powell races forward, plays it across Abrahams, who's in acres, and you're not going to miss that very often. Well, that is annoying. We're going to attack, though. Away from home, we're going to look for this win. And, that is a disappointing outcome. And actually, it could get a whole lot worse. Worcester, after being 2-0 up, boys, we've been cruising this game. And now look what's going on. Higgs doesn't know where he's going. Plays it to Edwards. It's gone over the head of Coker. Powell's there. I mean, we need to watch out. I'm going to get them to concentrate a little bit, mate. Come on. This has got a bit daft now. About 20 minutes left to go. Is it going to go our way? There's a debate to be had that we should maybe make a change. Liam Danani's been decent in recent weeks, and Prigus is not having the best game so far. Andy Douglas for Squires as well. Let's get him in there. I'm actually not going to change the role. We'll keep him on that central midfield automatic role. There's going to be a breakthrough late on. We've made a couple of changes. 10 minutes or so left to go with a bit of injury time. Is there going to be a winner? 87 minutes on the clock, and it's a clearance by their goalkeeper that's headed forward by Connolly, but straight back into the possession of Worcester. The ball forward towards Abrahams is good. Heath, don't mess this up. Emery gets it clear into the feet of Smith, and now a nice little bit of hold-up play from Smith. The ball played forward. Danan, he's through on goal to win it. Oh, and Thames is at the post. Oh, no. It's cleared away. The highlights continuing, actually, as the ball's played in. Thompson now, he's tackled, and it goes forward. Meet that someone. Oh, for goodness sake, we've hit the post, and now they could be in. Powell to Jones. The ball across to Abrahams is very, very good. Mitchell's there. If we win this back, we could have a chance, but it looks like it could be them. Oh, my dearie me. I mean, time is ticking away. There's 3 minutes left to go. I think it looks as if this game is going to go down to a draw with 3 seconds left. We've thrown it away a little bit, but then again, Michael Emery's got us a point. He saved Tom Powell's penalty, and there we are then. Worcester 2, Thames 2, and an away point. I'm going to try to look at the positives here. Isn't that bad. I told them now, I was happy with that. They loved it. Worcester are a mid-table side, 10th position currently, so it's hard to be really furious with it, but at the same time, if we don't win a title this year, it's this kind of game as to why. Then again, folks, if you have enjoyed today's episode, do drop a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel, and we love with care. We're not mentioned tonight's time. Goodbye. Just before we go, actually, massive shout out to everyone that supports on Patreon. That is, subscribe to the YouTube channel, watches the YouTube channel, leaves a like on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the support recently. It's been really, really good, and I massively appreciate it. And I'll see you again tomorrow for more at 5 PM. Goodbye. Whew.